Right, just a little tutorial on adding extra texture layers. A little mod that I put up recently to add more layers into here so you can paint your maps a lot better. First of all, I'm going to show you also how to redirect your files to $data. To do this, I'll just get a new mod from game, and we'll run on Felsbrunn map. Sample mod map 1 is Felsbrunn. Ravenport is mod map 2. Click that. I'll just find the file location. I've got mine at this desktop. Test map. And okay. Just give that a couple of seconds to load in. Once it's in, you just need to move your mouse about and save it. I'll just quickly show you that there's no errors on here at the minute, just the info one which giants know about. But this is what we're going to be concentrating on. Add more layers into here for your paint mode. So that one there. Rough dirt, animal mud, anything that you see in capitals is a combined layer. Anything that you see in the smaller ones are just variations of different angles of the same pattern. So it's just like 45 degrees. Dirt 01 would be one way, 2, 3, 4 until it gets back onto itself. So it's just a duplicated texture. What the combined layer does, it uses all three of these and puts them in a random area as you're painting, to give it more a natural look rather than a tiled effect. So these are really important. Giants has done an okay job putting these together, but I've just made them a few more, made it a bit better for people to use. And again, you can create your own. You can go through the lot and add different variations of grass to each other, as long as it'll match, it'll not look silly. Give it a go. You've got nothing to lose. I'll just save this. It'll take a little while as well. I think when you export this map out like this, it's quite a size. It's 818 megabytes, I think. I'll put it into that. So the map is 818 megabytes, and it's this file here that we need to try and get rid of. Program 86 files, 611 megabytes just in that. They're already in your program files, so we're just going to get rid of them and redirect your map, your i3D, to recognize the ones that's already in the hard drive, in your C drive, sorry. First, you need to do that. You need to open this with Notepad++ or Notepad, and it's this area here that we need to get rid of. That's your data there, and we need to put that in as it reads. So data, most of your textures are in maps, data, maps. So your dollar data, maps, texture, American, props, blah blah blah. So let's get rid of this. So how do we do that? First of all, left mouse button, hold it there and then drag it across to that part there, just before the apostrophes, and then press left control and C. Fetch your mouse up there, use the search button, find, and then just left control and V, and then find next. It's found the line that you've just made. Go to replace, and all we're going to do is replace this with $data, and then click replace all. Now as you can see, deliberately replaced everything that needs to be replaced for $data. Once that's done, make sure, if you've got a red icon up here for the save, make sure you save it there. If you close it down and don't save, none of the details will go over, I don't think, so just try and bear in mind to keep pressing that when you need to. So once you've done that, go back into this file here and just delete that. As you can see, test map now is 207 megabytes. Open this up, make sure everything's alright. Should load up exactly the same as you left it off before. Again, open your console if you need to and make sure there's no errors or warnings. Before I started this, I should have told you, please make sure to make a backup, just in case something goes wrong, because if it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong at this point here. Right, once this is done, just close that down, we don't need to save it. Now if you downloaded this FS29 extra paintable textures, you'll have MapOS, terrain, add a full list, and readme file inside there. You'll not have these are just what I've made afterwards. There's an addition for me vehicle mode for 45 degrees either way. I'll show you how to put them into this, but you will not have them, but I'll still put them in anyway, which covers that side of it as well. If you ever, I'm going to upload this, so you will have to put them in as well, and they are already pre-named, so to the right data, so you can just add them in. Even if you've added the other ones in and they're working all right, you can add them ones in on top and they'll still work fine. So we need to edit this again with Notepad++, and I'll just close that down for now. And we'll also need to open this file here with Notepad++. You can swap between these two here, so you don't have to keep going either way. It all boils down to using the save and making sure that you save it at the right time. So this is your file, which is the map.de. That's where your PNG files or your weight files. That would be these here. Them your weight PNG. So we need to transfer a lot of information into them. And what I'll do is I'll do that now. In your original map, if you've started editing it, you will have information in there. You will have information in there that you need to keep. Otherwise, if you do this, it'll rewrite over all this information. You don't want that. Otherwise, you'll have to start from scratch again. So make sure you highlight all these. And I'm going to copy these folders here. You see the grass rough 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to copy all these into this folder here. You don't have to. You can copy these over that way and don't replace, but I prefer to work it this way. So with left control held down, I'm just going to left mouse button on that, because we need that kept, that kept, that kept, that kept, that kept, and that kept. Anything that's not a PNG weight file needs to be kept in this folder. That looks like it's everything, so just grab that and move all them into that folder. Now from MapOS, which would be in this file here, just open that up, and this is all the way at PNG files that Giants use. Just drag all them down, make sure you've got them all, copy them into there. Now with all these copied in, we can put these ones back in. Just open that file up, and literally, I'm not copying them, I'm just going to put them all back in. It'll ask us to replace the files, so I want to replace these. I don't want to skip them, I want to replace them. So I want to put all that information back in. As you can see, it's gone back in there alright. Only other difference I've got is I've got these different folders here for me extra vehicle tracks. So I'm going to copy these and I'm going to put them in as well. I'm also going to make a folder on here. Again, you'll not have to until you get this terrain, and I'm going to call this textures. You should already have a folder in next to your i3D which is called textures. If you have, all you would do is you just open that up, and then you're going to drag and drop this terrain into there. That terrain file just holds all the data. the images for the vehicle mode. That's done. I'm going to go back in there. Notepad++, and I'm first going to deal with the map.de. So in this folder DE file here, we had weight PNG files. So click at the top and just go to search and find, and type in there weight.png, and then find next. What this will do is it will find the first line of the weight PNG file that was actually in this DE file, map.de. And I'm going to remove them because we don't need them. We need to replace them with what I've wrote in code. What we don't need to delete is the files that were kept in there before, and them's the GDM files, the GRLE files and stuff like that. So we need to get rid of these weight PNGs. From this point here, just left mouse button, go over to the edge, and then just scroll down, making sure that you're reading all the weight files. If you get the one which is a GDM file or GRLE file, delete them. There is one which is your DEM file. Don't delete that because that is a PNG file. We'll come back to that in a minute. Confusing it. So make sure that all these is just weight files. Yeah, and then press delete. Underneath the GDM file, grab that one and do exactly the same. Just keep scrolling down till you come across another file that you need to keep. Delete them. Again, come to this one and just keep going down. Make sure that weight PNGs, and there's your map.dem file, which is a PNG. So make sure that one stops. You do not delete that. So delete that. That one's got to stop, your GRLE. Come to this one. You might have extra files in that are not covering these. You might have more. Doesn't make any difference. Just make sure that you don't delete them. You're only interested in weight PNGs. So keep scrolling down. If you get to here and you can't say that, just move down a little bit. Just move down past your line. It'll just automatically scroll down. So again, always double check if you do something like this, because if you do delete something, this is the point where it's going to stop your map from working. So JDM file, come to there and just press delete. That stops, that disappears. So take that one out and delete. Now to close these gaps up, these spaces I've created, just click on any of the spaces and it starts a cursor there. Now press backspace and you need to fetch the flashing icon up to this part here. Don't delete any of these. If you do, replace them. There's plenty to show. This is the end tag. So click on there, backspace, I think it's about 5 times, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once that's done, we now need to look for layers. It's okay leaving it there. Just type in there, layers, and then find next. Right. So this is your layers part. So from that point there, left mouse button, scroll it down. If it goes too fast, don't worry about it. Just control it or try and control it with your mouse. The combined layer is the last line that you need to delete. Not the layer combiner, the combined layer. So come to the end of the combined layer and then just press delete. That'll automatically create a space. We're not going to save it as yet, but that's all you need to take out of the i3D. What I will do is, yeah, we'll start from the beginning again. So go all the way to the top and click on there. Come back and add it full list. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to do, my name is changed for for the, you need to change this, because I think it is map US when you have got it, and I'm going to show you how to change this. At the moment all the PNG files go into map.de, so we need to change my name to map.de. So click on the top, click on here, we need to find my name. Don't forget, if there's a capital you need to use a capital, if it's a small one you need to use a small one. So once you've got my name in, press find next. Now that they've highlighted all the my names, we need to replace it with map.de, map.de, and then just click replace all. So now everything that's inside of map.de is located in this area here. The only other thing we need to change is we need to change this area here, which I think yous have got textures, terrain and animal. What we need to do is we need to put $data maps textures, terrain, animal mode. And how you find that out is wherever your program files are for your game. So that's your $data. Then you'll get maps, your textures, and then terrain. And animal mode 01 is animal mode 01. So that's how you would actually find the path. So if what we need to do is, I'll click it from there, so copy that, so left control and C, click the mouse up there, click on find, left control and V, find. Now that it's found that is the first line entry, we need to replace it with $data backslash maps backslash textures backslash. So whatever's on there, right on the end of there. So what it'll do is it'll overwrite that. You probably don't have to, you probably only have to put TE, but there could be something down here that's got TE in as well, or something over here that's got TE in. So try and keep it to something specific that you know is going to be there, if you know what I mean. So replace all. So that's $data maps textures terrain animal mode. If you scroll down, there is some sections on here, like I say, that I've got on that you haven't got, and that's for the vehicle, left and stuff like that. We don't need to get involved with them at the minute, like I say, but I will show you how to put them in. So once that's all done, now it's just a case of from this point here, left control and move all the way down till you come to the last line of the file ID, which is 3520. So 3520 is the last line. At the end of the tag, just left control and C, come back into your map.de, and we need to get to the bottom of these file IDs. You can use this to get there a little bit quicker, but it is fast. Get to here and then just use your mouse scroll. There's no gap in between here, so come to the end and just press enter. Once you've entered and create the space, press left control and V, and then that'll have created the space. At this stage, because I'm going to put extra stuff in, I'm going to press enter again to create another space, but you wouldn't press enter here because you haven't got the vehicle mode to put in. So you would literally leave that and then go to the layer section. I'm just going to enter this in at the moment. So come back to my vehicle full list, and this is the part I'll be putting in extra. Again, you don't have this, so left control and C, and then left control and V. So this is how you would leave yours. You wouldn't put an enter place in, you would just leave it. And now come up to here and find layers again. So once we're in layers, just click on there, go back into add full list, and layers starting from here, from that left button there on the left mouse button, just scroll that down until you've got the layers, not the new added layers because you haven't got it, and not the combined layers, just the layers. Left control and C, go to your map, left control and V, Again, I'm adding more in, but you would have to do this anyway to put the combined. But I'm going to add something before the combined. So I'm putting a space in, I'm creating a space, and I'm adding this in as well. Again, you don't have this, but I will upload it as soon as I get a chance. At this stage here, just press left control and V, and again from here press enter to create a space, because we're now going to put the combined layer in. These are the extra ones which you haven't got, so we're going to start from these ones here. Just move all the way down to the last line, which is vehicle mud puddle mix 2. Left control C, and then into this place here, left control and V. Now at this stage, this is where you would press save. Again, I've got something else to put in, so I'm not going to, this is the extra bit. But at that stage, like I say, you would literally press save, make sure you've got that icon off. I'm going to put a space in because I'm going to add these combined layers here. Left control and C. Go to that one there, and then again, left control and V. Once that's all in, now you can press save. And that's it, done. Close them down. Now when we open i3D, it should load in the textures, the map and the textures without any problems. Once the map's in, it hasn't got these, so it doesn't know where they are. That's the extra files that we're putting in. So it's actually looking for them on the texture, a data texture, it's not. So I'm going to edit that. Again, you wouldn't have that problem because you haven't added them extra in. Only reason why it's come up on mine is because I've added them in at the same time. So basically what I'm going to look for is search, find, and it's vehicle left 1. So it's this part here that it doesn't know where it is. So it's put data maps. I need to just get rid of that. It thinks these are stored in the same place as Giant's textures, and it's not. You probably noticed before when I opened the map up and it had the error, I closed it down without saving. If you save, it'll save this error into the map. So if you ever get any issues opening a map and it's not correct, just close it down, don't save, and try and look at what went wrong. Once these is taken out, we should be able to open this map up without any errors, and then I'll show you the extra terrains that's in. So once that's done, save. Now open the i3D. It should be error free in your console. So error free, the only one we've got for the info. I'll just have a quick look somewhere to paint. You've probably all done this before, but grass. Let's reduce that down. And now, as you can see, animal mode, asphalt 2, 3, beach stand. So you've got all these combined layers now. Like I say, you don't have these ones, but I do, unfortunately, at the minute. Just combined vehicle mode, and there is one there for 90 degree. Around 90 degree, it's that way. Because the original one's a bit wide. The original one is the opposite way, which is vehicle mode. That way. So I had to create a one that went the opposite way. So that's all the different ones in there. Like I say, you can play around with these. There's a couple of them don't look so clever, but again, they're just variations, different variations to give you a more better of effect. I'll quickly show you why. If we've got asphalt 01, very tiled, completely tiled, so the pattern is reproduced all the time. Again, I was saying before, tile 04 is just the same thing but at a different angle. So what we're doing here is we're going asphalt, the one I've produced, and look at the difference. A more natural look, more messy look. So I hope that helped. Thank you very much for watching.